This time we'll actually create the true bounding box to represent the stock for this part. Select Create and then Bounding Box. Again, we want to create lines and arcs around all entities. However, we want to expand it appropriately because we are going to machine it out of a 10.5-inch block on the X. So to get it to expand properly, what we want to do is use the simple calculator built into these boxes. So enter 10.5 minus 10.3823, the actual size of the current bounding box. Click down in the Y box and it will show you that the difference is 0.1177. Currently it'll add this amount to each end, but we only want to add half of this to each end, so just divide the number by 2. Again, click down in the Y box and the proper amount to make the stock 10.5 inches will show up. We do not want to alter the Y because this part will be machined to the proper thickness before we get it. However, with the Z, again, we're going to start with our 2.7 stock, having machined 50 thou off the 2 3/4 inch stock to get here. So once again, type in 2.7 in the Z-axis box, minus the current part thickness of 2.6126. Click back in the Y, and we'll see that there's 87 thou and 4/10. Again, this will be added equally to both the top and bottom of the part, but we only want it added totally to the top. So first we need to add it to both and then move the bounding box up by half the amount. So once again, select Divide by 2, click in the Y and we'll have the correct bounding box and accept these selections. If we look at the front view of this part, okay, we can see our bounding box. So again, let's look at the front view. If we look carefully, we can see there's only 43.5 above and there's also 43.5 below. Now we want to take the bounding box and move it up that 43.5 thou. Okay, so we're going to select X-Form, Translate. We're going to choose all of the color of the bounding box. So select the blue, accept your selections. They're all highlighted and your selection. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to move this up in the Z half of that 87 thou and 4/10. So again, we'll just use this as a simple calculator. Okay, it's calculated up. We can see it shifts ever so slightly, and we can see there will be material above the zero of our part. We can accept this. Okay, switch it back to the isometric view, clear our colors, and we should be happy now that this box will represent the stock to machine the part out of.